Welcome back. Work is underway at Austin-Bergstrom International with hopes of making your travel experience a little easier. Federal, state, and local leaders were there today for the groundbreaking of the airport's latest expansion project. So it's the West Infill and TSA Checkpoint 3 expansion. This will accommodate population growth and really increase demand for travel in our area. Representative Lloyd Doggett was at today's event, and he joins us now to give us a little insight. As always, it's good to see you, and thank you for being here.
So good to be with you.
So first, let's talk about the funding, because part of this expansion partially funded through the bipartisan infrastructure law. Why is it so critical to get that funding to our airport here in Austin?
Well, our airport is overflowing. When I went there to open the airport in 1999, it looked so big, so much bigger than the old Muller Airport, and it was. But when I was there last week and missed my flight by 3 minutes because the airport was so crowded and the lines were so long to get back to Washington, I thought, God, this place is so small and underwhelming. This is going to add 75,000 square feet near the ticketing area. It means better baggage out. It means an opportunity to go now to 8 lanes on the old number 3 TSA entry. And so when it's completed in 2026, along with what we've already had under construction for some new gates, it will help. But we're running to stay in place. This is not all that needs to be done at that airport to meet the needs of a city our size.
And can we talk now about safety and security? We talked in January about that, and we'll get to the training later. But with safety and security, how will this funding really help keep our passengers safe?
Well, this part is space, and that's important to have more room there, and also more expedited going through TSA security. My top priority, I'll have to say, is not space, but it's safety. And we do not have, as we've discussed before, we do not have sufficient air traffic controllers. I think the situation is going to be very tight this summer. What it means is that when people are trying to come home to Austin or arrive here for the first time, they'll hear that there's been a ground stop. And the ground stop is not because of weather, but because we don't have enough people to take care of this problem. I've been pressing FAA to do more. I will continue to do that. We are getting, for the first time, and we will be the first airport, one of about 4 or 5, to get some new equipment that will be online by July. And hopefully that new equipment will allow the air traffic controllers we have to watch things on the runway, not just planes, but other vehicles and the like. Each will have a transponder that they will get signals from. So that's good, but it's not good enough if we don't have enough people to be there. So I'm concerned about airport safety, and will continue to prioritize that as someone who flies in and out of that airport usually twice a week.
And we talked about, like you referenced in January, we talked about the new traffic control training at the airport. Has there been any update on that? I know at that time you were concerned about the number. I
got an update today, and it wasn't a good update. And that is that though FAA announced the equipment was going there, and we were the first airport to get it, it's still not fully operational. They're still doing things with the software and the like. So, you know, like some other initiatives, it's good to have it, but it's even better to have it if it works and is changing things. So I'm going to be checking more into that, but it was one of the first questions I asked today when I was at the airport. Really, we've got a great team there at the airport, but to work with the administration on all these issues. Also, the question about international visitors coming through the Customs and Border Patrol. We need some additional staffing there. So looking for ways to make the experience at the airport safer and smoother and better for people that are coming for the first time to Austin, for our businesses that we want to attract here, and just for the typical Central Texan who's there on a business or a pleasure trip and doesn't want to go through chaos.
And back to that equipment that you referenced, should it be fully operational by July, or do we know?
I hope so. I was originally promised that it would be here in June, but as the summer heavy traffic begins. Actually saw last Monday when I missed my flight, level of traffic at that airport that afternoon that was similar to a Thanksgiving period, just a soaring of traffic. So I've been promised it will be here in July. It's called Surface Awareness. It's an alternative to radar, a supplement to radar. I hope we will get it operational when it arrives, not delayed as has happened with this simulator.
Okay, Congressman Lloyd Doggett, thank you so much for
Thank you.
being
Happy
here with
traveling.
us. Yes.